In continuation of last topic, last video, optical isomerism. Okay, yesterday we discussed about the optical isomerism. The compounds which are having same molecular formula, okay, differ in rotation of plane polarized light. Those are simply considered as a optical isomers, and the phenomenon is called optical isomerism. Optical isomerism of any organic molecule, okay, we determine by using polarimeter experiment. Already we saw polarimeter experiment in last video. Okay, just last video we saw about the enantiomers. Okay, next we will see the what are enantiomers, what are diastereomers, and what are mesomers, and how we calculate the mesomers, and optical isomerism in allenes, optical isomerism in biphenyls, optical isomerism in spiromolecules. Today we will finish this topic isomerism. Okay, first, what are enantiomers? What are diastereomers? What are mesomers? Okay, what are mesomers? What is racemic mixture? What is resolution? We will see all those topics in continuation. Okay. Just I will give the definition for enantiomer. The non-superimposable mirror images are simply called as enantiomers. The non-superimposable non-mirror images we call as diastereomers. Non-superimposable mirror images called as enantiomers. Non-superimposable non-mirror images we call as diastereomers. We will see in continuation what are what is mesomers and what are racemic mixture representation. All those. Okay, here I am taking very simple example. Optical isomerism of tartaric acid. Here I am taking one tartaric acid. Already you know about the formula. Just I am writing structures of tartaric acid. OH, here COOH, here COOH, here H, here H. This is the one formula of one structure of tartaric acid. Here OH, here OH, here H, COOH, COOH. This is the second structure of tartaric acid. Two more possibilities are there. OH, right side, OH, left side, here H, here H, here COOH, here COOH. This is the third structure. Here I am taking one more. Okay, left side OH, here right side OH, H, COOH, COOH. Okay, this is the fourth structure of tartaric acid. Fourth structure of tartaric acid. See these structures. Okay, yesterday we discussed tartaric acid contains two chiral carbon atoms. Okay, so based on the principle number of isomers, number of stereomers are optical isomers. 2 to the power of n is equal to number of chiral carbon atoms. 1, 2 square, 4 isomers are possible. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 isomers are possible for this one. And here, see, first molecule and second molecule, both are non-superimposable mirror images. Both are non-superimposable mirror images. And third molecule and fourth molecule also same. Okay, first molecule and second molecule, third molecule and fourth molecule. Both pairs. This pair and this pair. See, non-superimposable mirror images. Okay, so these pairs are called enantiomers. These pairs we call enantiomers. And see here, 1 and 3, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 2 and 3, 2 and 4. These 4 pairs, 1 and 3, having same molecular formula, non-superimposable, non-mirror images. 1 and 4, non-superimposable, non-mirror image. Okay, 2 and 3, non-superimposable, non-mirror image. And 2 and 4, non-superimposable, non-mirror image. All these pairs are called diastereomers. Okay, this is about the just diastereomers and enantiomers. And what are mesomers? What are mesomers? Okay, here I am taking one molecule, tartaric acid, OH, H, COOH, OH, H, COOH. This is the one tartaric acid. See, it has plane of symmetry. If you cut the molecule through a vertical plane or horizontal plane, plane of symmetry indicated with sigma. For example, if you cut molecule in horizontal plane like this, what you will get? You will get this half, you will get this half. Same halves, equal halves. Okay, we get the equal halves. One can rotate plane polarized light towards clockwise direction. Other can rotate plane polarized towards anti-clockwise direction. See, just based on the RS configuration, I will explain this. Okay, this concept. Just based on. Suppose if periodic groups are arranged in clockwise direction, we called R. If periodic groups are arranged in clockwise direction, we called S. If periodic groups are arranged in anti-clockwise direction, we called R. Okay, here I am taking S is a positive and R is negative. S is dextro and R is levo. I am taking like that. Just see, priority, first priority, second priority. This is the third priority. Here first priority, second priority. This is the third priority. Periodic groups are first priority, second priority groups are present in anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction means here I am taking negative. Levo. Okay, here periodic groups are arranged like this. Clockwise direction, I am taking dextro. Suppose it rotates plane polarized light nearly 10 degrees, minus 10 degrees. It also rotates plane polarized light plus 10 degrees. Okay, minus 10 degrees cancelled with the plus 10 degrees. Plus 10 degrees. Okay, that net rotation is 0. Net rotation is 0. Suppose if this molecule will keep in polarimeter experiment, one of the part which has plane of symmetry, remember, which has plane of symmetry, which has center of symmetry, which has axis of symmetry, alternate axis of symmetry. Okay, keeping that polarimeter experiment, one part rotates plane polarized negative clockwise direction, other part rotate plane polarized light towards anti-clockwise. That means half of the part shows dextro rotation, half of the part shows levo rotation. Then half part is cancelled with the dextro rotation, half part cancelled with the levo rotation of part. This concept is called internal compensation. Internal compensation. Due to internal compensation, molecule is optically inactive. It has chiral carbon, but due to the plane of symmetry, this molecule is optically inactive. Such type of molecules we call as mesomers. Okay, the compounds which are having chiral carbon but optically inactive due to internal compensation. Such molecules are called, okay, here meso. Here this molecule is mesotartaric acid. First structure is mesotartaric acid. Meso compounds also calculated by using this principle. Number of mesomers. By using this principle, we calculate number of mesomers. 2 to the power of n minus 1. Okay, n is number of chiral carbon. 2 square minus 1. 2 square minus 1 to the power of 1. 2. Okay, 1 mesomer is also 1 mesomer. 2 mesomers are possible for the tartaric acid. And what is the meaning of racemic mixture? This is about the mesomer, diastereomer, enantiomer. What is the meaning of racemic mixture? 1:1 ratio of 2 enantiomers plus minus 50%, 50%. 1:1 ratio of 2 enantiomers we call as racemic mixture. This is also called racemic modification. Preparation of racemic mixture we call as racemic modification or racemization. This is the symbol for the racemic mixture, plus minus symbol for the racemic mixture. This is about the racemic mixture. Racemic mixture also optically inactive. Why racemic mixture is optically inactive? Let's see. And this is cancelled with the one rotation, cancelled with the another rotation internally. That's why internal compensation. Okay, here I am taking one racemic mixture OH, COOH, HCH3, COH, COOH, HCH3. See these two molecules. This is 50%. This is also 50%. 1:1 ratio. This is dextro. This is levo. Okay, both molecules are present. This is dextrolactic acid. This is levolactic acid. Dextrolactic acid and levolactic acid. See, this molecule both are mirror images and non-superimposable. This is one enantiomer, enantiomer. Enantiomeric pair we called as racemic mixture. See, this molecule rotates temporally towards clockwise direction. Suppose it rotates plus 15 degrees. It rotates minus 15 degrees. So, rotation of dextro cancelled with the levo. Cancelled with the levo. Total net rotation is 0. So, racemic mixture is also optically inactive. Optically inactive. Why it inactive? Racemic mixture means two compounds are present. One is dextro, one is levo. Okay, in that one is cancelled. One rotation of dextro rotation is cancelled with levo rotation. This we called as external compensation. This concept we called as external compensation. Due to external compensation, racemic mixture is optically inactive. Optically inactive. This is about the just importance of racemic mixture. What is the meaning of resolution? Okay, what is the meaning of resolution? The separation of racemic mixture called as resolution. Okay, racemic mixture का this one separation plus minus. This we call resolution. The separation of racemic mixture into individual isomers called as resolution. We called as resolution. Okay, this is about the just importance of optical isomers and what are enantiomers, what are diastereomers. And here the molecules which have plane of symmetry, I don't want to go for the depth of this one. Plane of symmetry, center of symmetry and alternate axis of symmetry. Alternate axis of symmetry. Okay, all those are optically inactive. What is plane of symmetry? If molecule cut into two equal halves through a plane, it may be vertical plane, it may be diagonal plane, it may be horizontal plane. Okay, we called as plane of symmetry. If any molecule has plane of symmetry, that molecule should be optically inactive. Okay, center of symmetry. The molecule cut into two equal halves through a center, we called center of symmetry. Okay, if a molecule has center of symmetry, that is also optically inactive. Okay, alternate axis of symmetry, two plane of symmetry. If any molecule has plane of symmetry and center of symmetry, that should have the alternate axis of symmetry. So, which has the molecule which has alternate axis of symmetry, those are also optically inactive due to the internal compensation. Reason only one, okay, and matter only one, okay, but these are the important. These are called symmetric elements. If any molecule has symmetrical element, that should be optically inactive. This is about the just optical isomerism of different molecules. Optical isomerism of alleles. Just I will give you one or two example for alleles. Optical isomerism of alleles, optical isomerism of biphenyls, okay, optical isomerism of spiromolecules. What are those you see? In alleles. Alleles. Allele means two double bonds are present on adjacent carbon atom. We called allele system. This is called allele system. Okay, here phenyl group is there. C6H5, here H, here C6H5, here H, C, just this is the mirror image. One is mirror image to other. C6H5, H, C6H5. See, both the molecules, these both are we called mirroring. Both we called as alleles. This is allele, this is allele. Okay, both are mirror images. Non-superimposable mirror images. See, keep here. So, these two are basically called as optical isomer. These two are alleles. We called as optical isomers. Non-superimposable mirror images, enantiomeric pair. So this is also called optical isomer. Then in continuation, we will see the in biphenyls containing one example. Biphenyl. Here I am taking one molecule. Biphenyl means this is the biphenyl. Okay, here SO3H, here SO3H group, and here hydrogen, here hydrogen. SO3H, H, SO3. See here, these are the biphenyl molecule. Two phenyl groups are there, so we called biphenyl. Okay, one is mirror image to other, and both are non-superimposable mirror images. These are also considered as a optical isomers, enantiomers. isomers. These are also rotate plane polar light. Okay, these are also rotate plane polarizing light. Then we will see in spiromolecules, optical isomerism in spiromolecules. Optical isomerism in spiral molecules. Okay, the cycloalkane which have connected with one carbon atom, we call as spiromolecules. Okay, here I am taking one spiromolecule. This we call as spiromolecule. These two are the cycloalkanes, 1, 2. These two cycloalkanes are connected, okay, at one position. Then we call as spiromolecule. Okay, this spiromolecule mirror image with another spiromolecule. Okay, see this one mirror image to this one, both are mirror images, both are enantiomers, both are spiromolecule. This is also called racemic mixture. Okay, these two are also optical isomers. These two are also optical isomers. This is about the optical isomerism in alkenes. Alkenes means allenes. And in biphenyls and in spiromolecules. This is about the optical isomerism. Okay, optical isomerism. Then within 5 to 6 minutes, I'll finish this topic. Okay, just I will give the complete description of isomerism here. Complete description of isomerism. Total isomerisms are finished. This is an important topic. Everywhere this is present in second PUC NEET examination also. Here I am taking isomerism. Isomerism two types. Yes, not two types. One is structural isomerism. Okay, stereo isomerism. I don't want to go further explanation. Structural and stereo isomerism. Structural isomerisms are 7 types. 1, 2, 3, or instead of like this, write like this. 1, joint isomerism. Second one, positional isomerism. Third one, functional group isomerism. Okay, fourth one, metamerism. Okay, fifth one, tautomerism. Okay, sixth one, ring chain isomerism. And seventh one, isotopic isomerism. Okay, 7 types. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 types finished. I explained all those isomerisms. Okay, next in continuation, stereo isomerism. Stereo isomerism may be of 4 types. Stereo isomerism may be of 4 types. First one, geometrical. In geometrical, we have different. Okay, in geometrical, here I will write here 3 types: syn, anti, cis, trans, Z. All are finished. Next, configurational isomerism. In configurational isomerism, I explained RS configuration, erythro and trio configurational isomerism, and after that DL isomerism. All I explained all these configurational isomers. Then conformational isomerism. Conformational isomerism of ethane, butane, I explained propane, tartaric acid also. I explained all these topics in conformational isomerism. Then I also explained about the optical isomerism. Optical isomerism of tartaric acid. What is the polarimeter experiment? What is optical isomerism? Optical isomerism of chiral molecules. Okay, optical isomerism of chiral, optical isomerism of allenes, optical isomerism of spiral molecules, optical isomerism of biphenyls. I explained all these topics in this topic. One of the important fundamental in organic chemistry, isomerism. This is about the isomerism finished. In continuation, we will see one more important concept, organic chemistry important concept, that is displacement of electrons. Displacement of covalently bonded electrons. We will see in continuation. Different effects are there, mesomeric effect, electromeric effect, and inductive effects are there. We will see in continuation those effects. Thank you.